let's just switch off then. All
All right,
right,
yeah, go
so
for it.
let's take a look at this. Blue team. Looks like we have Vhagar, Olaf, Sona, Skarner, and Kale. Purple team being Talon, Orianna, Ashe, Kennen, and Shen. Well then. Blue team looking kind of standard here. I'm assuming it's going to be Vhagar mid, Olaf top, Kale AD. It's the only thing that really makes sense. Skarner, jungle obviously, and Sona support. Purple team being even more confusing than that.
Yeah, that I cannot figure out that purple team.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking. I don't know. That's really
Thinking
weird. Orianna does
Talon?
have the exhaust, so maybe she's going bot with.
I think Orianna support, Kennen top lane, Talon mid, Ashe AD carry with the Shen jungle.
These are some weird teams.
Yeah.
Usually it's very one-sided with how awkward the teams are, but apparently they both felt like being really weird today.
There's Vhagar carrying the clarity that you love so much.
The clarity. Gotta love clarity. Such a useful summoner. Ugh. I don't know, man. I can't judge. I don't use clarity. I don't see the point
Maybe
in it.
I would imagine the Talon pick goes to hard counter the Vhagar.
I would think so. Yeah, I mean,
maybe the Orianna. Maybe it was a first pick Orianna that wanted to go mid, and then it was a Vhagar counter picks that. So Talon comes in and says, "Hey, you go support, and I'll go mid against Vhagar." I don't know.
Not sure. Yeah, no, I have no idea what could have led to these picks, but it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting, that's for sure. Kale against Ashe bot. That's kind of interesting lane. Ashe is going to have the initial advantage because I mean, Kale probably will get her little ranged ability first, just so she can farm safely. But Ashe is going to have that advantage because anytime Kale wants to farm, when she doesn't have that, she's not gonna be able to without getting poked pretty hard by that Ashe Orianna.
And I don't know. It could be Olaf bot as well, but I would think the Kale. I have seen Kales go bot, but I've never seen it go well.
Neither have I. But looks like we're gonna see it this time. Hopefully, this game comes out a little bit more even than the last one. So yeah,
Close game's always easier to commentate than landslides.
Yeah. Landslides are a little bit hard to not repeat yourself. So. Let's see the skin war. Most important war. Well, purple team wins.
Yeah. Dragonblade Talon and a Warlord Shen.
That free Kale skin.
Yep.
Oh man.
Zone Chaos Orianna does give me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, that is definitely a scary Orianna skin. Most Orianna skins I find are actually pretty freaky.
Yeah. Well, most people just go with the Bladecraft Orianna.
That or the original Orianna. I even think Bladecraft, blah, 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 can't talk. Bladecraft to an effect actually looks quite strange.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if I were to play Orianna, which I probably never will, but, you know, might try it eventually, I would probably just play her OG one.
She's a viable mid. Surprised to see her as a support. Orianna originally made as a support, but so many people just used her mid that Riot took out that that support tag.
Yep, you are right. That Warlord Shen in the jungle. It's interesting. Well, I mean, I know you were interested in seeing if Jungle Shen worked. Hopefully this guy...
Yeah, maybe a jungle I'd want to pick up. I actually own Shen, but I don't think I'd have the proper runes to run with him yet. Probably just run my generic tank runes on him so far.
He's running exhaust, so he has no escapes, but his ganks are going to be that much stronger.
He does have his ult. Gank. Maybe he's relying on his ult to get away, maybe, as he does a regular gank and then can ult out if he wants an escape. Or
jump in. I mean, it could be he's just aiming for a very aggressive jungle, like, for example, a Shyvana who runs exhaust. I mean, you're not getting out anywhere until you have your ult, but your ganks will be extremely strong early. And with that taunt, I mean, I can see him easily starting red or blue, ganking level 2 with his Q and taunt. That's an extremely powerful combination. You have Key Strike, Taunt in, Key Strike, Q, Exhaust. Rest of the lane jumps in. Should be a guaranteed kill unless everything is busted out and the other team outplays you.
We have a lot of CC here on the purple team here with Kennen's stun, Shen's taunt, Ashe's slow, and Orianna's shockwave.
Well, and Talon's Rake has a slow on it also. Every single character on the team has some sort of CC. Let's see if they use that to a very good effect. Another jungle Skarner. Wow.
And you also look at the blue team, not to be outdone by CC. We have Veigar with a stun. Olaf maybe Olaf has using his ult to counter the entire purple team CC.
Just gonna run straight at that Ashe and fights. They're gonna look to stun him.
Sona has a stun, Skarner's Impale, and Kale has a slow. So this might be a huge CC battle.
This would be interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a Quicksilver Sash built on
everybody?
Ashe there. I definitely would. Yeah, on everybody, yeah. This is definitely a game where I would have looked at the teams and grabbed Cleanse as a summoner. I mean, I know a lot of people don't run it, but I mean, I've seen Cleanse used very properly before. And I'm trying to get used to using it. I mean, I know I miss it sometimes. You know, I cleanse out of an Ignite and then get exhausted. Or I cleanse out of an exhaust and then get ignited instead of waiting for both of them to come down on me before I cleanse. But it's a very useful summoner. I mean, sure, you're lacking an offensive summoner, but if you think about it, those early fights where summoners make all the difference. I mean, they drop Ignite and exhaust on you. You cleanse out of both, and suddenly you're ahead in the fight.
It looks like we see regular defensive formations here. Minus the Kale and Sona just heading straight to their tower. And it looks like Sona bought a pink ward.
Yep. Looking for that aggressive ward. So I don't know, he might be looking for an early Skarner gank bot. That's usually what I do when I buy a pink ward bot. I'm looking to clear early wards, you know, in preparation for a gank. You know, if Skarner does go top first, I wait until, you know, he's on his way down to put that ward down, but that could be critical in an early kill.
Orianna only buying 2 wards with 3 health potions and 2 mana pots. So it looks like Orianna is planning to stay in lane for a long time with that Ashe.
Yep. You know, I'm not really conscious of her mana cost exactly, so I'm not really sure where that's going to leave her.
She's rather if she wants to spam but I don't know about a support. Obviously, she's mana hungry as a mid laner.
Yep.
Looks like they're helping out Shen with that red buff.
Blue Green getting grabbed by Skarner. He actually, I think, took a little more damage than he expected there, being dropped down to half, even with a hard lead by mid and top. Shen taking red with very much
Kale getting bursted down real easily there. Having to back already. Ignite goes down with the Ashe. Kale just potting up and not leaving lane. Oh, now the Kale's leaving lane. Oh, looks like they're gonna dive down on the Sona. Orianna takes some good damage there.
Turret chunking Orianna in 2 shots, almost down to all health. Looks like top is that kind of just trading there. Shen was looking to gank top. I mean, I saw him run from red over to Tribush almost twice. You know, but it wasn't there. Kennen was pushing, being very aggressive. Mid lane, the gank isn't going to be there. Looks like he's going to head top though. Let's see if he can catch anything here.
I think Kennen's backing off, letting his lane push.
The bait trap has been set, and here comes the Shen.
Here comes the ping, and Shen comes in. There goes the E, and misses the taunt. He misses the taunt. Totally whiffs on the taunt, and Kennen can't land his stun either, so looks like a failed gank there.
They did force the ghost off of Olaf, so it wasn't a complete fail, but they definitely could have gotten a lot more damage down than they did. That was
Kennen failing a stun and the Shen failing the taunt.
Looks like we have, there it is. There's the early pink ward by blue. Looks like they're good. Looks like Kale might want. Actually, no, never mind. I forgot Kale did get burst early. They're not going to be able to clear that ward as fast as they want to.
Here comes the Skarner.
Skarner might be. Actually, no. Do they see it? They don't see it. That might just. No, that is definitely just out of view. Skarner running in, not getting support. He might fall here. Nope.
Deciding to back off both sides. That's only a level 2 Sona and a level 3 Kale because they've been bursted down so hard. But here comes the Shen pinging down that Skarner, trying to flash through Dragon Pit, and he gets away scot-free.
Wow.
Oh, but it looks like Talon's coming in, completely missing the Skarner.
That pink ward does not... Wait. Pink ward does, in fact, see the ward. Excuse me. Skarner just felt like running past it instead of actually grabbing it.
Probably wanted to come in on the chance to get them off the Kale instead of clearing the ward.
Ping's going down on Orianna. A flash comes out from Sona. Exhaust going down. Flash out from Kale. Looks like they're going to try and take her down.
Ignite goes
down. Will get the Sona for this trade. Q going down to kill the Orianna. Kale in pursuit of Ashe.
To help out that Kale.
The Ash.
And they turn on the Kale. Will the Kale be able to pick up? Nope. Taunt goes down, and the exhaust.
Vhagar coming down to see if he can find some aid. Flashing over. Oh, stunning.
Oh, and here comes the Talon to punish Vhagar. Ignite goes down, but Talon picks up the kill.
Vhagar getting punished. Purple team getting punished for that one kill on the Orianna. That was
at what cost? That's all you gotta say. At what cost?
At what cost? You are correct, my friend. Skarner sitting mid for the now absent. Wow.
Forcing him down pretty hard.
Talon asking him why he was being so brazen and just sitting there in the minions by raking him and bringing his health down extremely low. That's the problem with Talon. That rake does a deceptive large amount of damage along with the slow where he can just run up, hit you a few more times, and walk away before you can even react.
Looks like Kennen is able to free farm up that top lane as Olaf has been gone for quite a while. Olaf picking up a regrowth and fairy charms, but can't quite get the Philo Stone yet. Kennen's still sitting on Boots 3 pots. Hasn't used anything yet.
He's going to want back for a complete item here so that he can be ahead of Olaf as much as possible, seeing that his other lanes aren't doing so. Actually, wait. Am I commentating incorrectly? No. Yeah, no, exactly, yeah. Seeing that his other lanes are crushing, Kennen's going to want to make sure that he stays ahead of the Olaf. Olaf throwing the undertow down, gets the true damage down.
Forces the E out of Kennen. But Kennen's still content on farming. Kennen having his ult up, maybe wants to come in and stun the Olaf.
Olaf
with
not
Shen.
Seeing the Shen running in.
Here comes the Shen.
He actually lands the taunt this time. He does get the taunt off.
Kennen not getting the ult off.
True damage.
Oh, there goes the ult.
The tower shot coming down on Kennen to burst him down extremely low. Olaf getting bursted down low. Looks like both teams are standing here.
And looks like they're going to disengage on this.
Talon coming up to see if they can secure this kill.
But also
Skarner is following though.
Looks like we have some damage going down bot lane on the Sona. Looks like we have a tower dive here going down. We have Talon fighting. There goes the Talon
perfect flash by Kennen going to escape. Oh.
Olaf ult going down. Looks like he'll get away. Talon does not, however. Shen.
Wow.
Shen, I don't know if he'll be able to get away with it here. Here comes the Vhagar.
Oh, wow.
Dashes out of the way, and looks like Kennen's gonna get away, and the Shen.
That was extremely well played.
He waited
in that bush a little bit too long. Okay.
Still able to get away though.
That was extremely well played by both teams, in my opinion. I mean, blue team came out on top there. They didn't lose anyone. While purple team ended up losing their Talon to the who killed him there actually? Looks like Skarner got the kill there. Yeah, purple team. I mean, besides Talon, of course, outplaying blue team a little bit. I mean, Kennen taking third shots, flashes
instead of just one.
Exactly. That puts
the Kale bursting down that Orianna.
Yep.
Looks
Slow
like
coming out of Ashe, getting some bonus damage down.
Orianna's, I feel like, is going out a bit too far to get her ball out there for vision and slow, and is getting punished in damage just for that vision.
She's getting punished very heavily. She is very squishy. In fact, Ashe is tankier than she is. Wow, I did not realize just how squishy Orianna is when she, that's interesting. She's taking a ton of damage very quickly.
And for what seemed like a very one-sided lane.
What seemed like a very one-sided lane early on, bot lane seems to be turning around a little bit for the blue team.
But it's only a 500 gold lead for the purple team, even though they're up 2 kills. So maybe we'll get the close game that we wanted. And Talon bursting down the Skarner, and looks like he'll have free damage on that tower because nobody can contest that right now.
Pings do go down, forcing Skarner back. Talon taking a few turret shots for not paying attention to where his minions were.
Farming up that last wave and probably will head out as the Vhagar comes up.
Taking a look at the jungles here, Skarner with his Philistone, Boots 3 pots. Shen with preferring they finish. Oh,
here comes the shockwave taking down the Kale. Exhaust goes down on the Sona, and she goes down as well. Ashe picking up that kill.
Remember that time when I said blue team was starting to have a little more lane presence?
Yep.
I lied.
Like they turned
Shockwave and Ash ult coming down on Kale. Just burst her in the face. I don't even think she realized what happened there. She got frozen and then flipped around. I don't know. That sounds like an awful time to me.
That Veigar combo barely missing the Shen as he's able to get away. Shen not level 6 yet. Surprised he hasn't farmed his way up to level 6, so he'll have that global presence.
That is hurting his team quite a bit. I mean, I'm not sure if that ult would have helped bot. It might have helped maybe scare them off, but ooh, we're gonna have a little bit of it. Ooh, Olaf does not see him. Shen gets extremely lucky. Sees Olaf in the ward, probably breathing a sigh of relief. That could have gone extremely bad for him, seeing as Kennen was all the way top and his only support would have been Talon.
Seeing his tower was being pushed down by Kennen, probably wants to go defend that.
Talon with blue buff, now that much more scary that he can...
Skarner comes in, but Orianna being able to flash away.
Looks like blue team is heading up from bot. Let's see what they can pull off here. Sona just content with warding river.
Looks like blue team's trying to steal that blue buff.
Heading out. Let's see if they can catch him here at their blue. Orianna heading up, going to see the Skarner there. Shen not realizing that bot lane has followed them up.
Shen still only level 5. Sona ult comes down and takes down the Orianna.
Ash had that just before that.
Shen impaled.
For the lack of characters being there.
Yeah. Shen getting the impale, giving Kale a kill.
Veigar needs to be careful here. Actually, no, excuse me. Talon needs to be careful here. I don't think he realizes that his entire team is pretty much down except for that Ash.
I don't know if they might be able to pick up the Sona kill here as they do, but I don't know how much damage they'll be able to get away with.
The Talon,
both stunned by Veigar. Flash it out of the way.
Force the double flash. Oh, it looks like Kale will go after the Ash. Does get her with the wild Q. Talon is going to get the Kale. Let's see if he can get out of this one. I don't think so.
Orianna coming here with the protect, but it's not enough.
Man, protect does go down. Shockwave does go down.
Orianna picking up the double kill, denying Shen of both those kills.
Hopefully she can finish her Philistone with that. Well, she will be able to. Let's see if she decides to build in some AP, give her team some help with the extra damage. Not sure what she's going to do.
Looks like
she has a double buff now, so her lane presence is going to be a little bit higher with those auto attacks.
Talon picking up ganking boots to go along with his Brutalizer and Vamp Scepter.
That is a mean Talon. He's going to be running around extremely fast. He can push a lane with his Rake and just sprint up top to gank, sprint bomb to gank.
Kennen and Olaf trading damage.
Yep. Talon is not exactly a goal presence, but when you give him ganking boots like that and considering his ultimate and his burst, he definitely is still a global threat.
Look at how far ahead this Talon is over this Veigar. We got a 1-3-1 Veigar with only 37 farm, and Talon has 64 farm and is 3-2-3.
That Talon is extremely far ahead from that Veigar. Veigar is extremely squishy. I feel bad for this Veigar. If he even runs out there, he needs to be careful because that Talon can get that flash move in onto him.
Pardon me for not moving these champions around so you can see the head-to-head matchup. I apologize for that. Didn't do that last game either.
Looks like see what I was saying. Talon sprinting top, ulting very early to get the invisibility out.
Picks up the kill, and ignite will not be enough on the Kennen. Looks like we have a convergence down bot to the red buff. Looks like Shen's gonna try to steal this all by himself, even though Veigar and Skarner are there. Shows himself. Looks like he's gonna get trapped.
Decides not to run into the stun. Very smartly, or very well played by him. He would have gotten directly
goes
hit
down,
by
he
that.
shouted but the impale goes down just before. Don't think he'll be able to get away with this as Ash and Orianna don't want any part of that.
Kale and Sona running out just to make sure that Shen does not get out. They wanted to make sure that he knew what mistake he made by going into that jungle by himself.
Purple team's still ahead though by 1.5k. 4 kills. Looks like Orianna runs right into. Did that stun miss? Shockwave goes down. It looks like Ash will be able to burn. No. Kale
the ult does go
down.
On to Kale. Oh, that was a very.
Kale ults to save the Sona, but fails to save himself.
That was quite the mistake.
Orianna barely lives with that double buff.
I don't think he realized that Sona had flashed. He might have clicked the ult before Sona flashed, thinking that he would have saved her. Instead, trading his death for Sona's survival. Not the best trade there.
Puts the purple team ahead by 2k, and looks like they're able to get this bot tower with ease just before the 15-minute mark.
Wouldn't be surprised if blue team decided to purple team decided to dragon here.
Looks like Shen is gonna start it. Nope. Just walks by and maybe wants to protect that mid lane as Veigar. Looks like Veigar is free farming over there.
Indeed. A very heavy blue lane. Olaf pushing decidedly hard against Kennen. Probably looking to back here or wander, see if maybe he can help his team a little bit. Kennen looking to farm up this big wave. Ping's going out on Ashe. Is going to be seen by that pink-blue ward.
Kennen does not have enough AP though to one-shot those waves quite yet with that EW combo.
You are correct. He's going to have to still get a little bit of skill in to farm this.
Oh, does it? Looks like Orianna slowed forces the flash out of her, and Kayle is able to burst her down handedly. Command Protect goes down, and they don't want to tower dive her just yet.
You know what? I don't think they realized where Ashe was, but even with Ashe there, they could have very easily taken out that Orianna if they had decided to be a little bit more
coming in on this Kennen, and they can't get the Kayle off as that E gives him a decent amount of speed. I believe it takes him up to around 600 movement speed when he's on his E.
That is a quick yordle. You are correct.
That lightning ball hamster can't get any quicker than that. But he will get breathed down on with this the Olaf and the Skarner there with no help. Oh, here comes the Shen. Maybe they're gonna go down on this. Here comes the taunt, gets the Olaf, but he immediately ults away.
Little bit of action bot lane as Ashe pokes Sona in the face a little bit, but decides to back off, seeing Kayle run up to protect her little buddy.
Pings go down on the top lane to tell them to get away if they spotted out. I don't know if they spotted out the Talon, or Veigar called MIA, but they get out of there in a jiffy.
That they do. Things seem to be calming down a little bit here. Everybody kind of just waiting for the next engage, not knowing when it's going to be.
Exhaust goes down on Orianna. They keep exhausting the Orianna and not the Ashe. As Sona goes down quickly, and Kayle takes down Ashe with the Kayle ult, but Orianna now slowing and exhausting the Kayle, but I think the Kayle will be able to get away here. Oh, here comes the Talon to finish him off. But Orianna also goes down, and Talon quickly bursting down.
Running away from Skarner here. That was not the smartest move. He should have directly run into Skarner. That death might have been avoided.
That's a level 12 and healthily fed.
There's no tower there, buddy. Where are you pulling
him to? The Impale does absolutely nothing. Talon relentless in his chase.
That was a big mistake.
Skarner had no tower to run to.
Huh?
I was saying Skarner had no tower to run to. So it looked like he was trying to make a run for the tower. That was not there.
Exactly. His first mistake was deciding to 1v1 Talon at full health. I mean, Talon was 3 levels ahead. An extreme amount of damage coming out of that Brutalizer and BF Sword. I mean, that wasn't the smartest choice. And yeah, you were right. He was like, I'm going to impale you into the tower. Oh wait, my tower's gone.
Ping goes down on Dragon. Looks like they'll be able to finally get it done. I feel like they could have done this 3 minutes ago.
You're right, they've been kind of delaying it with these random engagements, but they should be able to secure it now with very little...
I mean, they've been picking up kills on major champions, so it's not like they've been wasting their time either.
Let's see, we are about to be 19 minutes in to game 2. Looks like Purple Team is ahead by 7 kills, about 4k gold.
Kayle definitely does not want to go in on that.
No, she does not. She doesn't want any part of that Ashe right now. Let's look at that difference there. Ashe with no completed items, actually, preferring just to half finish 2 of them, while Kayle is working towards her... Well, Kayle's actually the same thing.
Kayle doing the same thing. Sheen and a Buildwater.
Hold on. Apparently I don't know anything about building bot lane characters.
Yeah, interesting picks there. I mean, well, Ashe is ahead with the double Thorns.
Ashe is looking to see if she can get the... Oh, she's going for the execute. Let's see if she gets the touchdown.
Nope, just running
into the... Not going for Fountain?
Oh, but Veigar still picks up the kill.
Wasted a flash in there and everyone's time.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Ashe herself is confused in that, and Talon going to have to ult away to get away from that Orianna coming in to help. Oh, nope, Orianna realizing that Talon's okay.
You know what? All this action is happening apart from top lane. Nothing has really gone down up here. If you look at their scores, Kennen 0-0-1, Olaf 0-1-1. Their farm
and that was from a Shen gank.
Just a little bit apart for about 30 farm now. Very even. It's going to be very interesting when one team decides to push down one of these top lanes and these guys get into the fight.
It looks like they're both just trading lane pushes. Oh, Kale coming top lane.
But so does Talon. Now.
Talon coming in and instantly bursting down the Kale, and here comes the Kennen and the Ash Arrow for the double stun on the Kale. He did not stand a chance, Olaf having to ult away.
Olaf deciding to throw one undertow just back to hit the face of Talon before running away like a real man.
And it looks like they're going to send 4 top to take down that top turret.
Talon likes taking random tower shots to the face. I don't think he realizes that he's ahead of his minions when he runs at these things. It's about the 3rd time I've seen him do this.
Getting a bit too excited, I guess. Or maybe just underestimates the speed of his ganking boots there. And it looks like Shen and Orianna are going to try to steal that blue buff from the blue
Garner's
team.
none the wiser here. Probably assumes that they're going to be there because of how aggressive they were top lane and not seeing them run back away from the tower. Veigar, considering that they don't know where purple team is quite extended here with no ward coverage. So, I mean, I don't know. He could have been very much so real danger.
He doesn't know that the Skarner's there to help him out. Maybe they wanted to catch Ashe overextending, seeing as there were 4 top.
Yeah, that time has passed though, seeing as the rest of the 4 have regathered mid.
Yep.
But yeah, no, yeah. If there was a chance for them to grab that Ashe, it was probably about 20 seconds ago. Kill, farming up bot, seeing if she can catch up to Ashe any way possible.
You see the Ashe heading bot lane, and it's just a Sona and a Kale waiting for that Ashe. Ashe scouting out and definitely sees both of them heading back. Retreating in
the Shen coming down on the Talon. Talon is going to survive that little engagement.
More than survive, picks up almost a double kill there.
They are going to grab.
Does pick up the double kill.
Olaf. Veigar coming down on the Talon. Let's see if the tower does pick up Talon for Veigar. Sona ult goes down, going to pick up Shen. Let's see if they decide to get the aura here. They are going to get her. Looks like she was about to flash there, wasn't able to. Oh, never mind. Actually, yeah, her flash was up. Looks like she was going to flash there.
She wanted to flash over the wall, but I guess it was too late.
Blue buff and red buff comes out on the Kale, and it looks like she's representing her team as much as she can here, going to push down bottom turret if she can against Ashe.
It looks like Orianna made a mistake putting the command protect on herself before flashing over that wall, and that split second of casting got her killed.
Caused her death, exactly. League of Legends, one of the few games where a split second could actually lose you a game. Well, never mind.
A lot of games you can lose in a split second.
A lot of games that are like that. Again, I don't play games, so how would I?
Look at the Veigar here, only with a Doran's Ring, Sorcerer's Shoes, and a Deathfire's Grasp, while Talon has a Bloodthirster, Brutalizer, a Phage, and a Sheen. Ganking boots, and the dagger.
That's a scary Talon, to say the least.
See how much gold, exactly. And Talon is 3k gold ahead, as we have an engaged bot lane that will end up in nobody dying, but Kale taking a lot of damage before he pops his ult.
You're right. Veigar's probably going to pick up that needlessly large rod as soon as he backs. He's going to have enough for it. Going to add a little bit more AP to his combo, but still, that terror that is Talon right now is, oh man, that is a scary Talon. Talon is one of the major characters I hate to see have a few extra kills. Looks like we're going to have an engaged bot here.
Oh, and Kale goes down on Talon.
See if they can burst him down before.
They can't. Only gets him down to half before he takes down the Gets stunned by the Sona as he goes down. It looks like Ashe will be able to clean this up. Oh no, they have a bit of miscommunication there on who to focus.
Very good, Veigar. Oh, he's going to get out of there alive. Looks like Shen's not going to be able to catch Skarner.
Maybe the Kennen will be able to catch him in between.
Oh, he jukes upward. Let's see if he can get out of this.
Here comes the chase. Looks like the purple team's going to spread out, and Ash and Orianna chasing down that Vigar.
I'm not sure if the timer has gone off by now. He might get the execute.
Execute does go off on the Skarner as it failed for the Ash.
As we missed an engage down here, Orianna using... Oh, excuse me.
Command Shockwave goes down and Olaf takes her down.
I blinked for a second. I totally was about to say what was going on, and then just absolutely blanked. Blue team chasing a tad bit too far.
There goes the Shen. And the Kennen ult takes down the Vigar as Shen ult goes down. Not enough to save the Ashe though. But it looks like Kennen will be able to clean this up. Triple kill on the Kennen. That is a double buff Kennen.
With those kills down on this team, it looks like Purple Team may have just sealed the Blue Team's fate. They were ahead up to this point, but that might have been the breaking point with Kennen now fed and farmed over Olaf.
Yep, that is a Kennen. That is a 4-0-1 Kennen with the Zonia's Hourglass. Looking for doesn't even have level 2 boots yet with the Hextech Revolver and the Amplifying Tone.
Boots 2 for Nub. Boots 2 for Nub. That's all I have to say, Yogurt.
25 minutes. 26 minutes actually. No level 2 boots. Why not? Most farm in the game, also.
No, if the way you look at it, if you play Kennen properly, maybe you don't need level 2 boots.
Yeah, with that E, you're already one of the fastest champs in the game. Oh,
Kennen's saying nope as he exercises that E to get out while Shen kind of just dies.
Yeah.
Ash Arrow coming in late, going to hit Olaf in the face. Olaf just going to be confused as to why that would happen to him. Why
Shen does draw 2 ults as he gets the Impale and the Vigar ult, so maybe not so bad considering he was already going to die and that Vigar ult was very unnecessary.
You're right, it was. Navajo Buffalo on Kennen, going up to farm top as much as possible, just extending his lead. He is the most farmed in this game. He spent the most time in his lane. Doesn't have as many kills because of it, but he's pretty much on par with, well, he's about to once he's back. He's probably going to be on par with Talon for items just because of his farm.
Looks like a ping goes down on Baron, but I don't think anyone's ready to do it yet, as Shen and Kennen just backed. And Orianna and Talon and Ashe all just content on farming.
There are no wards down there yet, so we're not going to see a bait of any kind. It might have been just maybe an encouragement to ward down there.
Maybe. Looks like Kale and Sona are going to try to get down as much damage on this tower as they can. Having to flash out of that and ult down on Sona, only on one Ashe.
Ashe forcing the 1v2 ult flash onto Sona Kale. Playing extremely smart. She got aggro down on. Whoa!
And Talon and Orianna coming down to trap them in. There's no way they're getting out of that.
Well, I gotta tell you, Kale. Purple team has been taking extreme advantage of Kale. Kale has been ulting at not the most advantageous times in this fight, and it seems that Purple team notices that and they say, "Let's get her now while we can." And each time that her ult is down, they rush in on her.
Ulting the Sona and not herself, as she is the AD carry after all.
Well, and Sona wasn't really in any real danger. Ashe had already stopped attacking her. I don't know. I do not know.
We do not know the exact picks of the game because they don't let us look at the picks and bans. We can only see the final team comp.
I wish we had, yeah, and you have to take into account that there could have been switches also, so even the order that we saw might not have been correct.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish we'd been able to see that. That would help a lot.
Oh, the taunt misses that Olaf, and he does take quite a bit of damage from that.
Wow, Vagar finally coming through with all the damage down onto Ashe, but then Talon sneaking around through the ward. They see him and immediately start to run.
And it looks like Orianna content on backing, because she has about 1,800 gold. Talon himself holding 2,200 gold. Kennen picks up his Rylai's. Exhaust goes down.
The fight is going to go down here on Shen. Talon does run in.
Sona gets ulted by Kale once again, and they back
Impale does come down onto Talon. Looks like Talon will fall after what seems like a quite long time of him being alive.
Shen did ult on him, but went down before he could teleport over. And good thing too, because that Shen would have gone down if he made it in there with him.
He would have, for sure.
Blue team taking down that purple turret. Ash Arrow coming down, catching that Vigar.
Vagar catching, yeah, very unfortunate.
Here comes the Kennen. Does he want to engage on this? I don't think so. not 4v1. Oh, and the rest of the team coming in. Kennen a bit indecisive there. Looks like he's going to chase down that Skarner.
Very easily. You know what? They probably feel a little bit insecure without that talent, but I don't think they realize just how strong they are with the Kennen and the Ashe there. Kennen realizing, oh, or not.
Oh.
Well,
I don't think he saw the Vygar backing there, but the Vygar backs off just in case.
Lightning rushes towards the team, sees that his team isn't following, decides just, you know what, not worth it, decides to back off.
Kennen and Talon both level 17, and the only one close is on the blue team is Olaf at level 16, and that's because that's just been a farm fest top lane. Talon picking up most of his experience through his 15 kills. Gonna have to restack up that Bloodthirster though.
You are correct. Almost all summoners and ultimates are up for the purple team. I would not be surprised if we see an attempt for Baron and or fight here. Be a very
looks like they're gathering around. I think Kennen and Ashe can take down this Baron all by themselves, maybe with Command Protect from Orianna. Shen dashing in and looks like he's too low health to tank that.
I'm not sure if they want to let him tank this. And again, they are all there. Blue does not have a ward there, has no idea what's going on.
This is happening.
You know what, even if Blue was there to fight it, I'm pretty sure they could have taken, Purple could have taken out Blue with the damage.
Oh, and here comes the Olaf to get caught out of place.
What a time to
but the Vygar stun goes down on that Kennen, and he continues to chase.
Olaf is forced to ult, though, so he will get out of that scot-free. Well, not exactly scot-free. He will get out of that, but at the cost of his ultimate. So next time all that CC comes down on top of him, he will have no way to get out of there.
Looks like the Ashe and Orianna want to take down that top turret, but I don't think the rest of the team is quite there. Looks like they're going in and out. Skarner going
Trellius comes out. Impale going down to Ashe. She will fall before Town can get in there.
Here comes the Kennen ult. And he Zhonya's out of the Zona stun. Takes up the Vygar kill. Oh my god, what a bloodbath.
Fall to Talon. Olaf will fall to Talon. Talon cleaning up.
Acing that blue team under tower without their AD carry. That just shows you how far ahead the Talon and the Kennen are.
Purple team, without wanting to call it earlier, I'm pretty sure Purple team has this one in the bag. They're just playing a little bit more
like
as a
inhibitor,
team.
As no one will be up for Vygar's going to be up in 10, and that's about it.
Definitely going to get 2 turrets here, and probably both inhibitors.
Yep, Talon working on that mid inhibitor, and the rest of the gang working on that top inhibitor.
Ashe is now up. We have a few seconds until the rest of the team is up for blue. They might
calling GG. We might see a surrender here. Or maybe he's just calling GG because they know that they're going to get pushed in.
They know that the game is soon to be over. Probably going to attempt to surrender vote.
Command Protect goes down on Kennen, as well as the Shen ult, and gets shut down by the Vygar. That Ashe arrow barely missing the Kayle, and they pick up the Shen kill too, so maybe this game will be a little bit delayed.
You know what, they do have 2 towers to push to until each inhibitor. 3, actually, no, excuse me. 2 towers push down mid for the closest inhibitor. 3 to push down top and bot.
Looks like
as much as that was a little glimmer of hope, this game isn't going anywhere fast.
Yep, looks like Orianna might be able to get away here. Blue team pinging her down. I don't see why they wouldn't already be focusing her. Looks like Skarner starts taking tower aggro, and they're going to just settle for this middle tower as no one can defend that there. And Orianna mistakenly running into the wall there, getting herself stunned there. And now it's the chase. The chase has gone on to Talon, and the Sona ult barely catches it, but Talon ult goes on at the same time. And Ashe coming in to try to save the day.
Ooh. Talon getting crushed into the ground.
Looks like the purple team is not very synergized here as Ashe fails to flash over the wall. And here comes the Kennen to try to clean this up. Takes up the Kayle kill. Will they be able to get the Olaf as well? Exhaust goes down. But there's the ult. Kennen Eing to catch up. There's the stun right when the ult finishes. Burst him down. That is a one tanky Olaf.
You are correct. Olaf is extremely tanky, but he will fall
Takes Kennen's ult to kill him.
Combined damage of Kennen and Shen.
that Kennen's building for his Abyssal Scepter before finishing off with a Woda.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Haven't taken a look at the builds in a while. Kennen actually just about as far along in his build as is Veigar. Actually ahead, excuse me. Talon leagues ahead of everyone else on the other teams. 4 complete items finished. That's a very scary Talon. I know I've said that many times. I like saying scary character, but yeah, no.
It looks like they're going to try to protect this Nexus turret as much as they can. Here, I don't know.
Both teams just gathering up buffs.
Talon grabbing an Atmos Impaler.
Because why not? Let's see if that was just
what health does that Talon have?
Not enough health to really make that worth it. Might have been just a why not buy.
Let's take a look. Not even 3k health.
Definitely not worth it, but you know what? Why not build an Atmos at this point?
Troll item. Oh, looks like Ashe getting caught out by the Shen, or caught out by the Skarner, but the Shen will come in to save the day. Sona comes into ult, and Kale will try to burst him down, but finally puts an ult down on himself, but it's too little, too late. Finally learns his lesson, but the game is already over.
Ooh,
Ashe picking off the Sona, allowing Talon to just burn her down, but Kennen picking up the kill.
They can grab the Veigar. Veigar does get hit. Ashe gets nabbed by an angry Dark Matter.
That's gotta be
sole defender of his Nexus.
Looks like they're going to try to get the Olaf kill first.
Or not.
Which he will get away with. And that's a game.
GG. Well played by both teams. This was actually very even for a time.
Yep.
The advantage came, in my opinion, when Talon began to wander, and Veigar could not do much about it. What about you, Yoga? When do you think the game started to shift?
I'd say around, if I'm not mistaken, the 14 to 15 minute mark. That's when the purple team started winning a majority of their team fights, and at least I think that was around when the Kale and Sona dove in and ended up killing Orianna, but themselves getting both killed by the Talon. And that allowed Talon to snowball into the victory.
In all honesty, I think if even the bottom lanes had been a lot more even, let's say they split directly down the middle, I think the game would have been won by Kennen. Kennen Olaf farm up lane, nothing really happened. In all honesty, Kennen contributes way more to a team fight than Olaf ever will. In my opinion, Olaf needed to split off from that lane, whether it meant losing his tower and joining the team a lot earlier so he could be a lot more effective. But he didn't, and, he joined the fight. Sure, you have an Olaf, you have a slow, you have an extra 2 damage hit. Yay. You have a Kennen, you have an AoE stun for everyone. I mean, that's a lot more damage, that's an entire another character, an entire list of warriors you need to take into account when a Kennen enters into a fight. And they just delayed him entering, and when he did, he wrecked things.
I will say, though, I feel like that happens a lot more in solo queue. People are more concerned with protecting their own lane than trying to build for the team comp fights because they're more concerned with their individual stats. So you can say, oh, I didn't lose my lane, but because your communication isn't that great out there with when you're out there in single queue land.
Single queue land. The barren wasteland of single ranked queues.
Where you get the very best of the LoL community.